would do well to fear a woman's wrath.
Steel yourself!
I'll wash me beard in your blood.
Attack!
Well, looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree.
Ha!
Have at you!
Batter them! Ah! Take them to the pain. Ha ha! Watch your back! Why, yes. Ha ha! To the pain. The learned should lead. My mind grows tired.
It is a shame that we must resort to violence. I shall steer us true.
Come then.
Steel yourselves. It is.
I'll wash me beard in your blood. I'll be doing the leading.
Let me out. I shall slay you all. My dear dolls, prepare to be Die, fool!
I will break our trail.
I shall slay you all. I will endeavor to be a wise leader.
Our tale begins here, in the quiet fishing village of East Haven, one of the so-called 10 towns of Icewind Dale. The tiny community is hardly a town, but rather a collection of ramshackle huts crowded together upon the icy shores of Lake Dinashire. Here, within a dimly lit tavern, a group of travelers sit huddled around a table, swapping tales and making grand plans for the future, completely unaware of the part they are to play in the events that are about to unfold.
What's this? New face in town, eh? Well met, stranger. The name is Hrothgar, originally of Hillsfar. But now, after years of traveling up, down, and under Faerun, I am content to call this town my home. Who might you be? Well then, welcome to East Haven. Whatever your business in these parts might be, these folk are under my protection. And anyone who... That said, I'll let you get back to your cups. I'm sure you've had a... And if you're in need of lodging, equipment and supplies can be purchased next door, at Pomab's Emporium. Pomab's prices are a bit high, even for a Kalash. Once you've had a chance to rest up and get your bearings, come by and see me at my house. It's just a couple doors west of here. There's some business I would discuss with you. Farewell.
Your desire? You have my undivided attention.
How can I help? Your command?
Yes! I await your instructions.
Yes. I'm here. You want me?
I am ready as always.
Ready and willing.
at you!
Steal your...
I'll wash me.
Attack! Yes, we must halt. Let us continue. There are...
Well, I suppose it was only a matter of time.
Batter them into... You have excellent taste. Have at you! Oh no! Ha! The power. Ah!
Leader, yay. How about a nap? So how about that thing?
To the pain the learned should lead. My mind grows tired. There is nothing to be gained by such idleness.
Ha! Watch your back! It is a shame that we must...
Come then.
To the pain. The learned, my mind grows tired.
May I help? How may I best serve?
Ready. I'm here.
Yes, I will assist you in it. May I help?
At your service. I await instruction. You have my attention. Yes.
How may I best serve?
I hear you. Yeah? I'll wash me beard in...
Huh?
Steal yourself. It is...
Attack! Yes, we must halt. Let us continue.
Well, I suppose it was only a matter of time.
To the pain. Ha! To the learned, my...
Ha! Watch your back! Why, yes. It is a shame that we... I shall steer us true.
Come then. I will do my best.
Ha!
The power. I grow weary. We should make camp.
Yeah, I might continue Baldur's Gate 2. I just wanted here to get a bit fresh wind and try out Icewind Dale Enhanced. I also got Icewind Dale 2 from GOG. There's no official Enhanced Edition because they lost the game code. So the source code was lost. But modders made an Enhanced Edition.
You're boring me.
However,
you won't like what I do when I'm bored.
You're creating complete a new party in this game, so I'm currently here experimenting a bit.
I can't stand much more!
Have at you! Batter them into bloody rubbish!
To the pain. The learned should...
Ha! Come then. I will...
It is a shame that we must resort... I shall steer us true. I don't mean to interrupt, but perhaps we should... Watch your back! It is a shame that we must...
Have at you!
Ha! I'll take care of it. The silent blade cuts best.
Steal yourselves. It is...
I'll wash me beard in your blood.
To the...
Ha! Watch your back! It is a shame that we must...
Here I come. I may not make everyone happy, but I'll keep us alive. I think we've squeezed as much out of this day as we can. Our enemies gather strength while we wait here.
Gods grant me strength. I would be honored. Oh, the demons of sleep hound.
You'll soon sleep. Here I come, and the hells come with me. Ready. Here. Orders?
What is it you require?
Yes, I will assist you in any way possible. May I help? Surely.
An evil winter it's been.
At your service. This is quite irritating.
I'm here. Uh-huh. Hey, you need me? What? Oh, yes, I'm here. Your desire?
Yes, I'm here. You want me? Ready and willing. Yes.
You have my undivided attention. Yes!
Okay, not too bad. Good. Let's see, Bard class. Yeah, I think it is fine. I like the main classes because they usually have access to everything without having any limitations. Usually. Good, we have a fighter, ranger, paladin, clerics, yeah. Druid, what is those Jimmy's doing again? Druidic spells. Mage, chief, buff, bard, monk. Yeah, okay, that is. What is that here? So that's basically some Kung Fu Shaolin Tonys. Okay. What's the shaman doing? Druidic spells, okay. I would like to see druidic spells. I don't know. Do I have access to druid? Like dual class, yeah. But I only hear druid? No. Yeah, would be cool. I mean, I would like to have a party. Good, I'm a fighter. Do you know when dual class becomes available? That is after a couple of levels, right? I would like to make my... do you know druid? Do druids have access to healing powers? Because then I could make my major druid. She rolled a 92 on first try. Otherwise, because I have one... Okay, fighter thief, that is good. Yeah, Undead Hunter is always good, because I heard in Icewind Dale you have a lot. That is basically mixed with the starting party, which is very good. Because you have a lot of undead in this game. Then we have a Cleric Ranger. And then we have a Paladin. That is basically a Paladin subclass, but can't lay on hands. So healing limited. That's why I need a second... I mean, bards, I heard, on high level can also heal. But no druid. I mean, you can't... Yeah, it would be cool, yeah, to see that. I mean, we can't have, obviously, all classes with 6 characters. Like, that dude is already multi... Yeah, but... Yeah, multi, exactly, not dual class. Dual class is not... Dual classes you need to switch in between. Shit, how is multi-class working? I wanted to turn her into a cleric. Is that button appearing then? Or is multi-class something you define from the beginning? Icewind Dale multi-class. Because dual class is basically you need to switch between them. That is not what I like. Ah, okay. That will then be here. Because I didn't find cleric. I mean, there's definitely a mage cleric in this game, but I can't create one, so I guess. Oh shit, humans can only dual class. Yeah, but she is an elf. Ah, here. Multiclass. but I didn't create a... Don't know, how do you create it? Icewind Dale. Multi-class. Mage. Cleric. Yeah, we have one cleric. You mean cleric, right? Priest. What is it? A subclass? But it is a multi-class dude, yeah, so it's not really that good. Not the healing capability is not that strong. That's why I wanted my mage to be, because mage cleric is a really good combination. But I didn't find a combination in the character creation. Cleric, priest, yeah. No, multi-cleric mage. Yeah. Yeah, cool, but how do I unlock that? Yeah, I usually also not a fan of multi-classing. If you want to be a jack of all trades, that usually doesn't work out, especially if you need to divide the XP. I'm aware of that. But I mean, to have some... Yeah, true. I mean, you can't pause, or you can't pause the XP gain, right? On one of... If you go multi-class, it is always divided. Yeah, we have a multi-class thief, yeah, for the trap and lockpicking. Cleric mage, how do I do that? Jo, das wird Baldur's Gate. But it should be the same rules. Here. There's only half elves gaining access to that. Oh man, I will never re-roll those 92. Rolling a 92 has a chance of I think 1 in 1,000 or something. Was first press. I don't want to end up like those dudes that roll here 2 hours. And then you press by accident once more. Ah shit, really? Yeah. Cleric mage here. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, okay. No, I don't want a special. I want mage regular. That is, I'm now half elf, right? Oh, Tony, I want my 92 now. Shit. Wait, no, I can't load the... Can I? Ilona? Nah. You can't change it. Shit. Should have picked half elf. And is there a button? My mouse... Oh shit. My mouse will break. Oh man, I want my 92 now. Oh, how much did I have? I think 92, yeah? Man. Never ever, man. Wait, is it stored? No, that's not stored. Was free. Pressed once, 92. Well, I think it is 1 in a 80. Checked. Wait, 80. 87 or something is 0.5%. So 1 in a 200. Yeah, but I picked the wrong race. Scheiße. I mean, can also go as a complete mage, yeah, who cares? The problem is also the mage will then, I mean, mages are very powerful. But we only have, I mean, somebody told me bards are also healers. I mean, if that is true. No, I never played with a bard. They can do the healing for the entire party. Unless your multi-class only gets... But that means they can do the healing for the entire party. Oh, yeah. So the... I mean, they're basically support characters anyways. Bards can be powerful. I never really used them. Yeah, also, I mean, Bard is not really for me. Never was interesting. But I wanted to try out some new stuff here. Here. Level 3. What is that really healing? Best feature. Do things like cast spells. Who wrote that about the healing? Yeah, who wrote that? Oh. This here. But that means they can do the healing for the entire party. Who wrote it? Okay. Ah, here. Unless you multiclass your bard. No, they really only get supports, which is also option. She's not human. But that means they can do the healing for the entire party. They get moss healing spells. Ah, yeah. Leaving your cleric free to fill their slots with better spells. So, ah, yeah. Bard's healing spells. War Chant of Sith. Ability to regenerate 2 hit points per round. Okay. I think we are good, yeah, leave the mage alone. See how it works. Yeah, cure wounds, healing word. Yeah, not the full range like a cleric, sure, but they can get some healing. That's good enough for me. Healing, insane amounts. Okay, I think, yeah, those guys, I think that is fine. Is she human? Half-elf, nah, that is good. This means if we want, we can, it's the multi-class here. No, the squad is good. And druid, yeah, that's rather combat stuff. I'm a human, that guy is a human. This means we can't multi-class our fighters. I want a triple class. Yeah, then no druids. Otherwise, or I need to change my... But I also rolled pretty good on that character. And not that good like on my sorcerer, but... Ah, screw it, yeah. Druid would be cool to see. Cadriel I could turn into a druid, or into a half-elf or something. Cause that dude doesn't have really that much, he's simply killing undead. And what is his points? 11, 18, 24, 32. Wow, that is a 92, right? Yeah. Default 92 that dude has. With strength over 50. The sub-strength point. Yeah, 92, nah man, I will not go to roll that just to get a druid option. Can we even create that dude in another race? Yeah, 92 is great. The starting party is really powerful. And very well balanced. I was even thinking to start with them, but I then changed some. That is a really good party, in case you want to start immediately. Now, and they're not allowed to be paladins, okay. Only humans. Yeah, then it is what it is. Yeah. The only option would be... Wait, I'm basically just a fighter. If I go half-elf... I maintain an option to become a druid. But again, if you have master class fighter, you will probably never transform into whatever druids do, because it is so powerful. I would rather go master class as fighter. I mean, druid is also close combat. I don't know even what character would become a druid. That is rather a main class. I could switch out the undead paladin dude completely for druid. Yeah, exactly, pure fighters. If you master class your weapon, there's no need to become whatever, some beer. Fuck it, man. You bash schools, man, with your weapon like crazy. The only thing would be perhaps to switch out the paladin, because it is a bit boring. Especially because that dude even loses access to some of his paladin skills. He's simply also basically almost a pure fighter, killing undead. Let's see. Let me quickly check what he rolled. I checked him already. He had also 92, right? Yeah. 8, 11, 18, yeah. 24, 32, 92. Shit. That's because also he's a paladin, I think. They roll better somehow. I'm not entirely sure. The paladins roll better. Yeah, fuck it. Who cares? Yeah. That dude then has to become druid. Which is also more micro. Into winter wolf, boring beetle, polar bear, fire elemental, and only once per day. That means, I mean, he can then shift probably into everything once per day, but once that is done, he becomes basically a rather crappy fighter. If he, yeah. And we could still, I mean, we could dual class that dude. He is human. Dual class, yeah, we don't need to do that, because he could dual class. If he, let's say, I don't want a paladin, or I find it boring, I dual class into a... Because dual class is pretty cool that you basically then stop that one and level only the other one. It's not like multi-class. Nah, I think our party is good. Yeah. That's absolutely good. I could dual class him. Of course he perhaps only doesn't have the... Ah, but that dude, man, this is 92. They give him only Constitution 17-16. He's almost a fighter. Shouldn't he have here all 18? Why does he have such high intelligence and wisdom? But I will keep it. I just want to why they did that. There must be a reason for that. See, he's basically a fighter. Why did they spread that out? Because normally fighter for me means 18, 18, 18, yeah. And then yeah, some why charisma 18. For some dialogue checks out. He's the most charismatic dude here, yeah. Yeah, okay. But bards are probably, bard main skill is, or main attribute is probably charisma, I guess. That's it. +3 bonus to undead. Ah, but we need to check Paladin. Yeah, oh. I will still have a ton of stuff, yeah. He can cast Priest spells with level 6, so he's also basically a healer. He will not have lay on hands, but he gets Priest, which is basically, yeah, there's not only lay on hands, right? There's a Priest here. That is a subclass of Cleric, right? Yeah. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Don't overthink it. It's a cool party. So let's play a bit. I wanted to watch the main cutscene.
They say that history is the greatest of all teachers, and that tales of past deeds define who we are in the present, and what we shall be in the future. It is said that such tales shall, with each telling, illuminate us all with the light of truth. I shall tell you of such a tale. It is a tale quite familiar to me, for I have spent nearly a lifetime piecing it together and chronicling it here within this book. For years I have pondered its passages, studying every line, committing each word to memory. Perhaps now, in the telling of it, I shall at last find the answers I seek. Our story takes place in the northern region of Faerun, known as Icewind Dale. It is a harsh, frozen land, cut off from the rest of the world by a wall of jagged peaks called the Spine of the World. For centuries, the icy plains of the Dale have been home to the barbarian peoples of the Uthgard and Regedmund. Huddled together in small, closely knit tribes, the barbarians lived simple lives, free, proud, and fiercely independent. Until the day an archmage named Erakan came to Icewind Dale. With an army of mercenaries, Erakan sought to conquer the north and force the fierce barbarians into slavery. Long weeks of battle followed, and the scattered barbarian tribes suffered terrible losses. Defeat seemed inevitable. In their darkest hour, a barbarian shaman named Jared came forth and demanded a council between all the remaining tribes of the north. A respected warrior, Jared persuaded the council to put aside their differences and unite against Erakan. Strengthened by a new sense of purpose, the barbarians rallied behind their new leader. The combined might of the Northmen proved more than a match for Erakan, who had counted on the division of the tribes. Wave after wave of barbarian warriors tore into Erakan's hired army, forcing them on the defensive and ultimately into full retreat. As his army crumbled around him, Erakan had time for one last desperate act before his enemies descended upon him. Drawing upon his remaining power, the Archmage breached the planar boundaries, tearing open a portal to the lower planes. The foolish Archmage's cries of victory immediately turned to shrieks of terror as the hideous and twisted shapes of demonkind materialized from the portal and poured onto the battlefield. The sudden appearance of the demons drove the combatants, barbarian and mercenary alike, to turn to meet the new threat side by side. The remaining warriors bravely charged the portal to drive the hellspawn back, and were slaughtered by the hundreds. As his people fell around him, the barbarian shaman, Jared, looked up from the blood-drenched snow of the battlefield and caught sight of a lone figure high upon a ridge in the distance. Jared immediately recognized this vision as an omen from his god Tempus, and in that instant, he knew what had to be done. Shouting cries to his god, he charged through the ranks of the demons and plunged into the portal. As Jared's blood fused with the energies of the portal, an explosion of white light engulfed the battlefield. When the light subsided, the demons were gone, and the portal was closed. In its place hovered a disk of solid stone. Frozen within the center of the disk was Jared's body, locked in his final moment of agony, in his final moment of triumph, for all eternity.
Jimmy.
But that is not the end of our tale. It is but the beginning.
Nice. Stipe, do you know what is the advantage of a pure fighter in contrast to a berserker? I know berserker is a dude that can here go into that berserk mode. What is the advantage of a pure fighter instead of a subclass berserker? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they have berserkers, barbarians have the extra ability of rage. But there must be also... Ah, here. May not specialize in ranged weapons, okay. Yeah, that is the limitation of a berserker. Now I want to, this time I want to use also ranged weapons. Throwing axes or a bow or something. Ah, okay, that is the limitation. And that after berserking he becomes vulnerable. Man, that is here some top tier stuff. Yeah, exactly. You know, I want to keep that open. Perhaps I want them to do some ranged weapon stuff. Can you also masterclass ranged weapons? I guess you can masterclass everything here, right? Grandmaster everything, yeah, anything. Okay. Yeah, sure, for pure fighter, berserker is basically the same, but offering you more if you don't want to go into bows. Or into ranged weapons. I mean, you can still use throwing axes and whatever. That's why I guess often people say go berserker, but I also go pure fighter now. You can do all kinds of killing. Man, that was really a nice cutscene. That game was released when? Early 2000? People must have freaked out back in the days. I also like that they didn't uncover what happens now, man. Probably some dudes will now wake that dude up, man. Nice. Yeah, I think I'm happy with my party. But that is the first time. Normally I don't like this creating characters and whatever. I find it a bit boring. But I say this Dungeon and Dragons stuff is really good. It's really cool. I was first thinking, oh man, Icewind Dale, I need to create my entire party. Damn it. I think in Icewind Dale too you can then recruit people. But I find it pretty cool. Actually, I'm now here all in Dungeons and Dragons. And now become also a nerd. Kensai, yeah, okay. Wizard Slayer, yeah. Yeah, that's cool, yeah. I'm now mixed it up, yeah. I use some standard characters, which are already designed here. I also use the original names, except for mine. So I like those names. Ilauna, Kirika. And I checked them all out, they're really good. But... Okay, let's go.
Ready. I'll handle it. Understood.
First was reading Gisela. No, it's Gisela. I also was reading Gisela. Typical first quest, man. Clear out some some basement of rats. It's a top tier starting quest. How about 5 gold, man? Those humble beginnings. 5 is plenty. That's hardly a fair sum, and she... Wonderful, thanks for taking the job.
Here. I'm on it.
Boah. This is super slow. What's this here for 5 million options? Third edition sneak attack. Oh. Prevents your characters from gaining bonus XP on difficulty settings higher or lower. Oh no. Don't melee after depleting 1 ammo stack. Yeah, no. Ah, that was a thing. Only if you have absolutely no ammo. Or cosmetic attacks. Whatever. Yeah, what scripts are assigned here? I'm a basic fighter. No cosmetic attacks activate helps understand combat better, I think. And in what regard? I mean, I read that parrying and whatever might look like a combat animation, which, yeah, true, doesn't make really sense for me. Like, I prefer that parrying is not looking like an attack. Yeah, okay, then I will activate that. We can get those scripts here straight. Wait, we don't even have weapons, I think. No punching those rats around. What is custom? We're supposed to punch them. Oh.
Don't know how much more I can blast.
What the fuck is happening here? Oh yeah, now going all here. Okay. What's with those enemies? Are they sleeping out? Oh, we can't kill them? Without weapons? No, I think they're going. They're getting stunned or something. That's why there's a switch. I think we are not able to kill them without weapons, without anything that can pierce their arm, their chinine. Okay, let's first find some weapons. Yeah, I would like to equip weapons, but ah, wait, we have weapons. Huh? At least some basic shit here. Yeah, let me quickly reload. It was here. No. Confusing. Yeah, I have some money here. Nothing to buy here. Der humble beginnings hier. Do I need to install that revert pathfinding mod, I guess, again? Yeah, same shit. So. This is for a character without shield skill and low weapon proficiency, better to carry a shield for extra protection. They are rather getting penalized for it. Small shield, perhaps. She can't even use it. I might first buy some spares. Potions, I mean.
Well met, friend, and welcome to my home. Make yourselves comfortable, but try not to break anything. Many of these curiosities that you see lying about have... oh, they're all remembrances of my adventuring days. Little trinkets and the like that I picked up here and there. More keepsakes than valuables, really. Leftovers from my days of fortune and glory. Well, semi-retired, actually. This region is still untamed and fraught with many dangers. I've had plenty of opportunities in the last few years to take up my sword and shield and do battle with those. In fact, I'm planning such an expedition right now. That is what I wanted to speak. We've received word from Kuldahar, our neighbors to the south, that evil forces are stirring nearby in the spine of the world mountain. I am organizing and leading a party from Easthaven south to Kuldahar Valley to investigate. You look to be capable enough. Perhaps you'd like to join us. What say you? Excellent. Glad to have you on board. I plan to assemble the rest of the expedition and set out for Kuldahar within a few... With storms brewing in the mountains, I'd rather we depart sooner. But there are matters that require my attention here about... Actually, now that I think about it, maybe you can help. Pomab, the local shopkeeper, has recently expressed concern. He's been complaining that the regular caravan from Caer Dineval is long overdue, and that if they... Now, normally I take Pomab's whining with a grain of salt, but with heavy snows on the way, it would... I want you to find that caravan. Leave town by way of the South Bridge and scout the hills west of Loch Dinnershire, between Easthaven and Caer Dineval. Caravans always... Once you find it, see the caravan safely to Easthaven. In the meantime, return here as quickly as you can. We must make for Kuldahar Pass while the weather is favorable. Good luck. Safe journey. Oh, good. You've returned. Make haste. I spotted heavy clouds hanging over the mountains this morning. I suspect snow will fall in the passes earlier than normal this season.
Hrothgar mentioned there were strangers in town. What is it you want? Yes, I am Everard. Everard of Tempus, battle priest of the Lord of Battle. War is but one of Tempus's aspects. Warriors, true warriors, worship him as well. You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers. Jared was a shaman who lived long ago. He brought unity to the northern tribes and led them to victory against the army of Ericon, at the cost of his life. Once Ericon saw his army routed by Jared and the northern tribes, he sought to bring the Hells to his aid. Ericon opened a gate to the lower plains. I do not believe that. Jared did. It is said that Tempus himself appeared to Jared upon the battlefield, and Jared took that as a sign. Jared believed Tempus was calling him to sacrifice himself for his people to ensure victory. And so he cast his body into the portal, his blood fusing it to stone. It lies entombed beneath the temple. Jared had no need to sacrifice himself. Tempus's appearance was a test of faith, proof Jared's people had already won the field that day. Jared failed his... You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no... These eyes have seen battle, yes. And my skin bears the mark of swords and axes. That was long ago. Now my place is here. You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no... I have heard of it, yes. A messenger from Kuldahar visited the temple not long ago, and it has spurred Yes, a man from Kuldahar found his way to our door, and he was dead by morning. He claimed he was a messenger from the Archdruid of Kuldahar. The man spoke of disturbances in Kuldahar. His wounds prevented me from making any sense of his words. Perhaps Hrothgar understood more than I, for he's preparing an expedition. No, for my place is here. Were I invited, I would still not go. You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers. The door leads beneath the temple to the site of Jared's stone. It was sealed with glyphs of Tempus. Jared was a shaman who lived long ago. He brought unity to the northern tribes and... You are free to ask, traveler. I promise no answers. Your journey has brought you to this temple again. What is it you want? Your journey has brought you to this temple again. What is it you want?
Okay, we are ready to venture out. I will keep this as a cliffhanger for me, so I have a good reason to continue. And we'll now switch to Baldur's Gate 2 and restart the stream. See you.